Pardon me, might we have a moment of your time?
Five-star scholar Pudgius Bismal has no time for peasants and puddinghead.
Blech! It's that fathead who was picking on Rifa.
Picking on Rifa? Me? Watch your tongue, you no-star bore! I merely deigned to give the girl the opportunity to assist her superior.
Good gravy. Look, Rifa's a friend of mine. Couldn't you just leave her alone?
And who are you to give orders to me? Are you even an Al-Campus alumnus?
My name is Yu. Yu Genealja.
What? Of House Genealja? And, if I might be so bold as to inquire, how many stars did you have during your time here at our alma mater?
I was a 5-star, same as you.
I see. So we are equals.
Well, when I graduated, they added a 6.
100, no, 1,000 apologies. I'll leave Riva alone. You have my word.
Well, that was easy. Talk about a clear-cut case of classism.
He sounds like a completely different person.
I didn't want to have to pull rank, but if it helps out Rifa, it's worth it.
Is there any other way I might be of assistance? If Pudgius Bismal can do anything for you, simply speak the word.
Now that you mention it, we have business in Ansheim, but the city's caught in a vicious sandstorm. We're looking for a way to quell the winds. Do you know anyone in El Campus who could help us?
A sandstorm? Oh, why, you should speak to Professor Norzen.
Professor Norzen? The Professor Norzen?
You know this professor?
Of course! He's practically a legend in El Campus. They say his knowledge of all fields of magic is second to none. Gosh, if the stories are true, the professor could stop a sandstorm with a wave of his hand. That said, I've never actually spoken to him. But rumor has it, he hasn't left his office in years.
If I may, I overheard my classmates saying they spotted him on campus not days ago. They saw him heading into the Arcanatorium in the Spire of Learning. Mayhaps you should pay a visit?
Thank you. I think we'll do just that.
You're most welcome. Yes, most welcome indeed.
Professor Norzen's office should be just this way.
Hold it right there. Only faculty are allowed beyond this point. Run along now.
But we're here to see Professor Norzen! Hey, you! Put those 6 stars of yours to work!
I'm Yu Genealja, El Campus alumnus. I am a, 6-star scholar, sir.
Be that as it may, I'm sorry. I was specifically instructed not to admit anyone. Please be on your way.
He's still watching us. What should we do?
We'll just have to come back at night and sneak in.
Out of the question!
Huh? Why? If we come back after that teacher goes home, we just might be able to slip inside.
Trust me, coming here at night is not a good idea.
And I'm asking why?
And I'll tell you why. 'Cause it's against campus rules. Yep, no students allowed inside after sundown. Too bad, but rules are rules.
What about that sign? Take care with lamps when entering the spire at night. Only you can prevent campus fires. Doesn't sound like we'd be breaking any rules.
Well, there's no getting anything by you, is there, sir?
So, why is sneaking in at night such a bad idea?
All right, you got me. It's the 7 horrors. The 7 horrors of El Campus.
7 horrors? Oh, we had silly ghost stories at the Officers' Academy in Eternia, too.
I'm telling you, the 7 horrors of El Campus are true. Mr. Bones, the skeleton in the biology lab that comes to life at night,
Yeah, we had him too.
The peeping portrait. A painting of our cappella in the music room, whose eyebrows move.
Not his eyes?
Bloody Maury. The giant eel in the bathroom mirror. The gargantuan professor who roams the hallways in search of truant students. Fluffy, the black cat that causes bad luck when it crosses your path.
I'm not feeling the horror.
The disembodied voice taking roll in an empty lecture hall, but never able to finish because it's always interrupted by...
Oh, don't do that, Magnolia. You scared me half to death. But I just saw a mouse.
See? Look how scared we all are. Let's forget about this silly idea of sneaking in at night, okay? Okay.
Now, this is all just superstition. Let's head out and come back after sundown.
Doesn't anything scare you, sir?
This light. Is someone inside?
Willy the Wisp! The ghostly torch that burns endlessly inside empty offices!
You! Give it a rest already!
I can't help it. Ghost stories are my only real fear. You know?
Then stop telling them! I can't even tell if you're trying to scare us or yourself!
Settle down, everyone. Let's just head inside, okay?
Could it be? Inconceivable. But the stars, they speak to me.
Pardon me, Professor?
And yet, so many mysteries they have yet to reveal. 1, 2, 6 lights? Whatever could these be?
Professor!
Oh, who goes there? Well, if it isn't you again.
Wait, you're the old fortune teller from Eternia.
What are you doing here, Pops?
Why would I be anywhere else? This is, after all, my own office.
Your office? You're Professor Norzen?
Very astute, 6-star scholar Eugene Yolger. You're the 23rd in our school's history, you know.
What?
I am Professor Norzen Horoskov, a specialist in astrology and the arcane. In my spare time, I enjoy ballroom dancing and gardening.
Well, yeah, keep that in mind. So, what were you doing in Eternia anyway?
The stars spoke to me of a great calamity that would threaten our world. And so, I traveled to Eternia that I might find a way to awaken the hero Tiz Aurier. But then the Empire struck, making it all but impossible to reach Tiz on my own. Once more, I looked to the heavens for guidance, and this time I was able to bring 4 stars together.
So it was you that led my friends to me, who helped them wake me from my slumber. You have my thanks, Professor Norzen.
Ho ho! The miracle Tiz Aurier in the flesh! And this is our other star. 'Twas a harbinger of good fortune after all.
Actually, we had a question for you, Professor.
Yes, my boy?
We're trying to get to the Skyhold, but a massive sandstorm is swirling around the nation of Ansheim. We can't even get close. Do you know some way to quiet the winds?
Why, that I do. Most indubitably.
All right.
Oh, well, please tell us, Professor.
Heed my words well, my boy. I know how to quiet the storm, because it is I who summoned it.
Professor? I must have misheard you.
It wasn't the Kaiser who caused the sandstorm, but you?
Just so. With it, I will bring the Skyhold down. While guiding the 4 of you to the Skyhold, I was also exploring ways to vanquish the Empire on my own. After much research, eureka! It came to me! Using the power of this crystal, I would unleash a great sandstorm. A sandstorm of such fearsome force that it would rip the Skyhold from the sky and send it crashing to the earth, Kaiser and all.
Hold it right there, Pops. What's going to happen to the people of Ansheim?
Many lives will be lost, no doubt. And yet it is a risk we must take. After all, the Kaiser and the Skyhold are within my sphere of arcane influence. It would be pure folly to let him escape unscathed. For the future of Luxendark, the people of Ansheim will make the most noble of all sacrifices.
Mais quel culot! How could you?
But, Professor, Pope Agnes is in the Skyhold too. You mean to sacrifice not only the people of Ansheim, but Her Holiness as well?
My boy, I wish there were no need, but the stars have spoken. This is the only way. And so I shall heed the heavens. I will bring down the Empire no matter the cost. I do not expect you to understand. I have chosen my path, and I will follow it.
I see. Then we must do the same.
Yes, and I think our choice is clear.
We'll defend Her Holiness and the people of Ansheim. Just watch us.
Oh, impressive resolve, boy. And yet resolve and lofty ideals are all but worthless in the hands of the weak. Do you have the strength to realize your ideals, boy? Then summon that strength and defeat me, holder of the Astrologian Asterisk. Do you truly possess the power to overthrow the Kaiser? To save Pope Agnes and the people of Ansheim? Or are those just empty vows? I, Norzen, shall be the arbiter of your worth! I am Norzen of Stars Innumerable, Professor Emeritus of Alcampus, and holder of the Astrologian Let your final...
Professor, do you truly believe what you're doing is right? That the goal of defeating the Kaiser justifies this terrible sacrifice?
How little you understand, my boy. 2.5 years ago, when the crystals were swallowed by darkness, I could only stand by and watch. As brave men and women fought for their own beliefs, their own sense of justice, I sat here in my office, unsure as to which side to lend my strength. In doing nothing, I brought only greater This time, I will trust my own sense of justice. I will take...
I used to feel the same way. I thought nothing was more important than sticking to my own sense of justice.
We fought on, and the people around us paid the price for... We want to make a different choice. The choice not to sacrifice...
Professor, we beg of you, please, stop the sandstorm. We'll defeat the Kaiser. There's no need for the people of Ansheim to suffer any longer.
It would seem you have something to back up those words after all. You have... 'Twould seem that I was the one who lacked the courage of my convictions after all. To tell the truth, Ansheim is where I was born so many years ago. The last thing I wanted was to see my beloved home come to harm. And yet, consumed with remorse and regret, I had convinced myself that the sandstorm was the only way. Through your strength and your words, you have shown me that there is another. You children are the future. I put my trust and faith in you.
We did it!
But before you depart for Ansheim, there is one more task I would ask of you.
A task?
The compass of space and time, a storied relic of ancient Harina. I would have you recover it. Ever since the Skyhold arrived in these lands, it has been drifting to and fro and to, almost as if it were searching for something. After days of poring through the histories and nights of speaking to the compass! The Kaiser seeks the compass!
The compass? Of space and time?
The compass has the power to reshape our very world. We must keep it from the Kaiser at all costs. If the tomes speak true, the compass rests in the sea caves of Harina. You then east through the forests from the Altar of Wind. Now hurry, you must find the compass before the Kaiser.
A compass? A compass? A compass, Mew say? Meow, there's a tale.
That voice!
Didn't Mew notice? Fluffy here was keeping tabbies on Mew. And Mew just happened to cough up a butte about some compass of strays and lime. Oh, His Meowjesty will be so pleased.
You're the girl we saw fishing.
Minette is His Meowjesty the Kaiser's master of cats and a trained Meowsassin. Cats are great, they never betray Mew. Cats are great, they leave Mew alone. Cats are great, they get by on their meow. Meow.
Look out, everyone!
Sick 'em, Fluffy.
Professor!
Attaboy, Fluffy. Meow! See? Cats everywhere are my friends.
Professor! Are you okay?
This should put that sandstorm. I'll be back for Mew later.
On the shot! Should we go after her?
Let her go. The professor needs her.
Hang in there, Pops! Here, let me see your wounds.
Worry not for me, my child. I have seen it in the stars. I am not so foolish as to misread the day of my own demise. Mayhap
No, this can't be happening.
Do not look so sad, my boy. This path I chose for myself. You too must follow your...
Yes, Professor.
And as my own star dims, find the
I understand. You can count on...
That I do.
Don't worry, Pops.
Yes, and follow through on our words.
Thank you, Magnolia.
Comment? Whatever for?
The ball in the Skyhold destroyed your home, right? It's your sworn mission to defeat... If we hadn't stopped the Professor Sandstorm, you could have accomplished this already.
You
Listen to me. My home on the moon was destroyed by that ball. This is the undeniable and it is true. Destroying that ball and avenging my people is my mission. Before I left the moon, my commander spoke to me. You are strong, he said, but there is only so much you can do on your own. You must find new comrades on Luxembourg. Comrades who would fight at my side, here in this strange and distant land. Who needs them, I thought. I had already decided this operation would be alone. And yet, the very first person I met here offered. I was too happy for words. From one friend, before I knew it, I had a new mission, a new calling. I want to help you. I want to save Agnes. Together. Do you understand, you? I'm one of Agnes's ball-busting avengers, just like you.
Magnolia.
She's right. The four of us didn't come together just by chance. We're true companions.
A common cause.
To bust the ball! Kick the Kaisers behind!
And rescue Anya!
Together we can do it. We will do it. Let's go for the gravy, everyone!
For the gravy!
Martha, what a lovely wooden brooch. Isn't it beautiful, Miss... Oh, I thought I recognized...
Wow, Master Kami Izumi made that himself?
Whenever he has a few moments to spare... Oh, I almost forgot. He left a letter for you, Miss Idia. He did? Oh, let me see. Would you look at this? My master's calligraphy is so elegant, My wounds have healed, and now I must take my leave of this place.
I want you to take this second letter and deliver it to a pupil of mine in Ansheim. I once penned a correspondence course book on the secrets of swordsmanship for beginners. It proved to be surprisingly popular.
Master wrote a how-to for amateur swordsmen? Really?
The pupil, it seems he quite enjoyed my book as a lad, and we often discussed his enthusiasm for the blade during my time here. In a sense, he is your fellow pupil.
Oh, something terrible must have happened.
I understand that Go secured employment with the Power Betterment Office in Ansheim. Please find Go and deliver to him this letter. You will...
This doesn't tell us anything about where Master might have gone. At least we know he's alive. And it doesn't sound like he's in danger. Oh, that's good news, isn't it? It's a load off my...
In any case, I guess we should deliver the letter to this fellow pupil of yours, right?
I guess so. What...